Our documentary begins not in a factory but under the vast open sky, in the sun-drenched fields where the true hero of our story is grown. The processing tomato. These are not your average garden tomatoes. They are a specific cultivar, bred for a thicker flesh, richer color, and higher yield, perfect for becoming ketchup. Imagine endless rows of vibrant green vines, heavy with ripe red fruit. When harvest season arrives, it is a spectacle of agricultural efficiency. Massive mechanical harvesters move through the fields, gently shaking the vines so that thousands of perfect tomatoes tumble into their storage bins. This mechanized process allows a staggering volume of fresh tomatoes to be collected in a single day. From the field, these tomatoes take their first journey in open-bed trucks, their red skins glowing under the sun as they rush towards the factory. Speed is critical here. The window from vine to processing is narrow to capture the tomato's peak flavor and natural pectin. This initial global-scale harvest is the foundational act, the gathering of raw, natural ingredients that will, through a remarkable alchemy of science and tradition, As the trucks arrive at the sprawling factory, our tomatoes begin their transformation from farm produce to industrial ingredient. They are unloaded into a revolutionary first step, a deep water flume. Here, the tomatoes are buoyant, floating and tumbling in a current of fresh water. Powerful jets spray them clean, removing every speck of field soil and debris in this initial, vigorous wash. This aquatic journey leads them to an even more advanced cleaning stage, often using injected air bubbles that scrub the tomato skins with gentle yet thorough precision. Emerging spotless, the tomatoes then face a critical gauntlet of inspection. They parade past state-of-the-art optical sorters, high-speed cameras linked to computers that identify and reject any tomato with the wrong color, size, or blemish. Human quality controllers provide a final, vigilant check. Any fruit that is green, damaged, or imperfect is removed forever. Only the finest, reddest, and most flawless tomatoes are allowed to continue. This uncompromising standard at the factory gate is the first promise of a premium, consistent ketchup, ensuring that the final product's quality is built in from the very first step. The approved clean tomatoes now converge at the pulping line, where their physical form changes dramatically. They are fed into industrial crushers, breaking the whole fruit into a chunky, bubbling slurry. This raw tomato pulp is immediately piped into a device called a hot break tank. Here, it is rapidly heated to over 90 degrees Celsius. This swift high heat is a masterstroke of food science. It deactivates the natural enzymes in the tomato that would otherwise break down pectin, which is vital for our ketchup's future thickness. The hot, coarse pulp is then forced through a series of intricate screens and filters in a process called pulping and refining. These screens act like microscopic colanders, meticulously separating the smooth, velvety tomato flesh and juice from every last piece of tough skin and seed. What remains is a pure, vibrant liquid known as tomato puree. This puree then flows into massive multi-story evaporators. Under a controlled vacuum, water is gently but persistently steamed away. We witness the tomato essence concentrating, its color deepening from bright red to a rich, luxurious crimson. The final result is a thick, potent tomato paste, the concentrated, flavorful soul of the ketchup to come. In the blending hall, science meets tradition. The concentrated tomato paste, thick and deep red, is pumped into massive stainless steel cooking kettles. Here, the paste meets its supporting cast. Precise streams of vinegar, sweeteners, salt, and a proprietary blend of spices like onion, allspice, and clove join the tomato base. This is the birth of the signature flavor. The mixture is stirred and cooked, allowing the sharp tang of vinegar and the sweetness to mellow and marry perfectly with the rich, earthy notes of the cooked tomato. As steam rises, the raw ingredients transform into something entirely new, the recognizable taste of ketchup. But the texture is still being perfected. To achieve its iconic smoothness, the ketchup next travels to a homogenizer. This machine forces the thick ketchup through extremely narrow valves at tremendous pressure. This action shears apart any remaining microscopic fibers or particles from the tomato, ensuring a perfectly uniform, silky body. The result is a flawless, lump-free consistency where every element is fully integrated, promising that same perfect texture in every single bottle, from the first squeeze to the last. Our ketchup now tastes perfect, but must be made stable for its long shelf life. It first enters a deaeration chamber. Under a vacuum, tiny trapped air bubbles are meticulously pulled from the thick red liquid. Removing this oxygen is crucial. It protects the vibrant tomato-based color from fading and locks in the fresh cooked flavor. Next comes the critical guard for safety, pasteurization. The ketchup flows through a complex maze of pipes in a plate heat exchanger. Here, it is heated rapidly to a precise high temperature, enough to destroy any microorganisms, and then cooled just as quickly. This thermal process guarantees the tomato ketchup is microbiologically safe without overcooking and damaging its delicate flavor balance. Throughout, quality assurance is relentless. Automated sensors and lab technicians constantly test samples, measuring the exact acidity from the tomatoes, the sweetness, and most famously, the viscosity, the ketchup's thickness. This ensures every batch meets the exact standard, making the ketchup famously slow to leave the bottle, a direct result of the tomato's natural pectin and precise science. The finished, perfected ketchup now enters a symphony of automation, the high-speed packaging line. Empty bottles, glass or plastic, clatter into single file with rhythmic precision. A carousel of filling nozzles descends, and a metered amount of rich red ketchup flows into each container without a drop spilled. The pace is breathtaking, with hundreds of bottles filled every minute. Caps are then applied and twisted with exact torque, creating an airtight seal that locks in freshness. Labels fly onto the bottles, instantly branding them with their familiar identity. Finally, the filled, capped, and labeled bottles are packed into cardboard cartons or shrink-wrap trays, ready for shipping. This entire ballet, a blur of motion, light, and sound, is a marvel of engineering designed to handle the viscous tomato ketchup with incredible speed and sterile hygiene. It transforms the continuous river of ketchup from the cooking kettles into millions of distinct consumer-ready products, each one a portable vessel containing the essence of sun-ripened tomatoes and crafted flavor. The journey of our tomato ketchup is nearly complete. Packaged boxes are robotically palletized and transported to vast climate-controlled warehouses. Here, sophisticated logistics software calculates the most efficient routes to supermarkets and stores across the globe. Refrigerated trucks and shipping containers carry the ketchup on this final leg, traversing highways and oceans. Soon, these bottles, each a testament to a global supply chain, arrive at a local grocery store. They are placed on the shelf, becoming one choice among many in a bustling aisle. A shopper selects a bottle, perhaps unaware of the incredible voyage contained within. From a specific tomato seed sown in distant soil to the mechanical harvest, the industrial wash, the transformation into paste, the secret recipe, and the high-speed bottling line. That entire journey converges on this simple, satisfying moment. When the cap is twisted off and that rich red tomato ketchup is squeezed onto a plate, it represents the culmination of agriculture, science, and tradition, designed to bring a consistent, beloved flavor to family tables everywhere.